So Morning Glory is a show. It's a movie about like a Today Show kind of, one of those early morning news kind of fluff piece things. It's about the executive producer, so the person in charge of all of that. So less about the hosts and stuff like that, but the person that behind it, who's coming up with the stories, who's running all the, telling how the cameras should go, that kind of stuff. The big wig.
Yeah.
But not the big wig, the bigger wig. But Rachel McAdams plays an executive producer for a small town morning show that's on at like 3 a.m. and she gets let go from that, so she has to go out and job hunt. And one of the bigger made up, kind of like a local New York channel, I think, run by Jeff Goldblum, hires her on to be the executive producer of their dying show, and she takes it under her wing to make a stand, and the first day fires the news anchor, so she's then forced to find a new one. And she finds Harrison Ford, so it's Diane, Keaton, and Harrison Ford. And Harrison Ford is a retired super news guy. So he's
kind of a Walter Cronkite type.
Yeah, he's been doing those, all these war pieces, exposing the underbelly of political crimes, that kind of thing. And now he's expected to do fluff pieces,
cooking and whatnot.
Cooking and diapers on monkeys.
World's largest ball of string, those kinds of stories.
So he's very reluctant to it, and there's a lot of clashing with him. And she just has to make this show work when all the odds are against her. And her life is suffering at the same time. She's a workaholic and tries dating Patrick Wilson, who's the guy from Watchmen. That's all I ever remember.
Hard Candy.
Hard Candy. Oh,
come on.
The perv from Hard Candy, of course. Can't forget that.
Little children.
Yeah, so
never saw that one.
So she tries dating him, and he's apparently some rich mogul type. A real catch.
Some other news anchor in another show in the same building.
Side character.
Yeah.
But I liked the movie. It was fun. Good kind of, your little typical chick flick. Little happy moments, sad moments. But overall, nothing too impressive about it. It's just kind of you're going to sit down with your girlfriends, have yourself a Cosmo or whatever, watch it. You'll have a good Saturday afternoon. But other than that, nothing too exciting. Rachel McAdams is decent in it, and Harrison Ford mumbles through the whole thing, so there's no point.
More like growls.
Yeah, it's just his character's useless in that. Just kind of. I don't know.
What'd you give it?
I give it a C+.
C+. Okay. Well, I can go a whole lot lower. I'm going down to the C. And actually, I was pretty upset by this movie, only because I thought that there was so much potential for more. They had a really good cast. They had a really good premise, an idea, a good sense of place. We've seen kind of this sort of stuff done before with movies like Broadcast News and Network, even though that's kind of a much more highly political, important kind of thing. But the show Sports Night, whatever. I've seen this done, and I know that this can be an interesting topic for a movie, and I feel like all their potential they completely waste. And what I think is actually really, really funny about the movie is throughout the whole thing, it's reviewing itself. The movie reviews itself. I'm pretty sure Harrison Ford wasn't acting. I think he was just as upset to be in this movie as the character was to be in that show. So whenever he's talking to her and he goes up to her and he says, you know what? People want real information. They want real news stories, and all you're giving us is sugar. And I said, that's exactly right. That's what this movie is. It's just pure fluff.
Not brand.
And then she keeps going to Jeff Goldblum. He says, you're just not making the numbers. It's just not cutting it. And that's how I felt. It's like, yep, it's just not happening yet. Come on, movie. And it never really, I think, exploits some of the highlights of what it could be doing. Obviously, the Keaton-Ford dynamic was really good, but you got very little of it. In fact, Diane Keaton as a character is almost forgotten completely.
I think the Patrick Wilson character gets more screen time than she does.
Yeah, which is a totally useless character in the movie. Yeah. He has no reason to be there other than to add some slight love interest. Yeah. And that's my problem with the movie, is that it could have been a really fun, interesting comedy about morning television, but instead it tries to go for the chick flick angle,
Yep.
and it undercuts any kind of intelligent way of discussing its subject matter by just trying to be cute and fluffy and light. And the soundtrack, whoever was in charge of the sound supervising for that movie should have been fired, as far as I'm concerned. It is like the most divisive, manipulative soundtrack I've ever heard. It's just like you could literally just take out all of the dialogue and you could still get the story completely because the music is telling you how to feel so badly. It's like, no, you're happy. This is a happy song. Oh, no, you're sad. This is a sad song. Be happy again.
I'm sorry, but there was no Smash Mouth, therefore they could keep their job.
If it was 4 years ago, it would have been.
When you hear
Smash
Smash Mouth in a movie, instantly fire that person.
So yeah, I give it a C. I give it a C. I wish I could have given it something higher.
Gotcha.
Because I really thought there was potential for something more.
I understand. Next.